Once upon a time in the kingdom of Golden Spire, there lived a mighty king named Braven the Bold. He wore the finest robes, rode the tallest horse, and ate golden apples every morning. But despite his wealth and power, King Braven had one problem. He was not loved. His people respected him. They obeyed him, but they did not smile when they saw him. They bowed, but quickly walked away. This made King Braven angry. "I give them roads. I build them statues. I deserve their love," he shouted to his advisors. But love, as his old cook whispered, is never taken, it is given. That night, King Braven disguised himself in a plain brown cloak and wandered through the village. No crown, no guards, just a tall man with tired eyes. He passed noisy inns and busy shops. No one noticed him, except a tiny shoe shop at the corner, where a candle flickered late into the night. Inside, a cheerful cobbler named Eli was singing as he stitched boots. He looked up and smiled. "Evening, stranger. You look like you've walked far. Sit, rest those feet." King Braven blinked. No one had spoken to him like that in years. "I don't have gold," he muttered. "Who asked for gold?" Eli chuckled. "I've got warm tea and stories, if you're interested." The king sat, surprised by the comfort of the wooden stool and the smell of cinnamon tea. Eli handed him a cup. "What brings you here, friend?" Braven sipped. "I'm looking for something, but I don't know what." "Well," said Eli, "when you don't know what you're looking for, kindness is a good place to start." The two talked for hours, about rain, about shoes, about how one of Eli's boots once got stuck in a tree during a windstorm. The king laughed, a real laugh, not a royal chuckle. Before dawn, Braven stood to leave. "Come back any time," Eli said. "People forget, but kindness has no crown." King Braven returned to the palace and stared at his golden apples. They no longer tasted sweet. From that day on, he visited Eli's shop every night in disguise, and every night he learned something new about patience, laughter, and how to repair souls, and maybe souls. Then one winter, disaster struck. A great storm destroyed half the village. Homes flooded, shops closed, and Eli's little shoe shop crushed beneath a fallen oak. Braven, back in his royal robes, called his advisors. "We must rebuild the village," he declared. "But sire," they said, "we must rebuild your statue first. It cracked in the storm." "Forget the statue," roared the king. "Fix the homes and find the cobbler." The people were stunned. King Braven was helping them personally. He lifted wood, comforted children, and even repaired boots using what Eli taught him. When Eli was finally found, injured but alive, the king knelt beside him and said, "You saved me before I ever saved you." Eli smiled weakly. Shoes and hearts, both need fixing sometimes. Word of the king's kindness spread. The people, once quiet, now waved at him, smiled at him, brought him pies and poems, and painted stones. They no longer respected him just because he was king. They loved him because he became human. And every week, even after the cobbler passed peacefully years later, King Braven visited the rebuilt shoe shop, which he had named Hearts and Souls. He kept Eli's old teacup on the shelf, and whenever someone poor walked in, they were offered warm tea and a smile, whether they had gold or not. Moral of the story: kindness, not power, earns true love and respect. A title, crown, or money may impress, but simple acts of care and humility leave footprints on the heart that last forever. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share.